Alright, so I have my 2016 Chevy Silverado. Bought it used. It's been a great truck, but it started doing this infamous cold start ticking noise. After all the research that I've done, it definitely seems like it's the exhaust manifold studs on the passenger side have broken. So I am going to do a cold start so you guys can hear it, and then I'm going to fix it and do another video after I fix it. As you can see, it goes away, but I do have a couple broken manifold studs towards the back there, so I'm gonna change all the studs out on this side because that's all I have time for. Okay, so first impression, I pulled off the liner. I didn't show you guys that because that's pointless. You guys can figure that on yourself. If you're going this, if you're doing this much, that much you can handle on your own. But you see, I have one broken stud there. See it right there, should be a stud. And or bolt, and there should be one. That one kind of looks like it's broken off inside. I may be able to grab that one with my bolt extractor, hopefully. But alright, I see a lot of people take the heat shield off. I don't really know why you would need to, so I'm not. But I'm going to take that apart and take the spark plugs off, or spark plug wires off, and have at it. So welding attempt number 1 failed, so I got a nut that's larger than the bolt. So like this doesn't really thread on. This actually, it's a M8 1.25. That's the thread of the bolt itself, and this is an M10 something that just kind of went over so I can get a flush surface. So this should do the trick for this one. Success! I am 50% done. I had 2 broken bolts, and this is one of them. This one, fortunately, was sticking out about as deep as that nut is right there. So I was able to slide this nut over, weld it, and it came out no problem. Not too excited about the next one though, and I'll show you why. Pull this out of here. That is why. So that one is sunk in. So I'm a little bit different approach on the next one, and we'll see how it works. Okay, I kind of welded a nipple on there. So now I'm going to put this nut over that nipple, and hopefully I get the same results as I did with the last one. Okay, round 1 of the second bolt was a failure, so I did this, but I didn't grind. I should have ground it, and it was galvanized, so that didn't help. So I grinded this nut, and I also kind of put like a little U-channel in it. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but maybe that'll let me get the weld deeper into the nut to get that out. We shall see. And success. It worked. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Get out of my way. Anyhow, you get the point. It's hard to do this with the hold the camera in one hand and the wrench in the other, but you get the point. It's coming out. Success. So there you have it. Success. I had 2 bolts that were broken off on my 2016 Silverado, and I was able to weld on nuts and get them out, as you can see. I will say that one of them was sticking out a little bit, so I made it a little easier to get that nut on there. This one, however, only advice I can give you, what I've seen on YouTube, is that they don't weld enough onto the actual stud itself first. You really got to build a bead on that stud enough to where you can get a nut over top of it, and then make sure if you got a nut, you grind it down, because most nuts are galvanized, so make sure you grind it down. And those little notches, I don't know if those little notches made all that much of a difference, but hey, it came out the second time around, so good deal. And for those of you that are wondering what to buy, this is what I bought for my truck. It's kind of hard to find the exact part number or size or anything when I Googled it. But this is what I get. And even ARP's website isn't really the best trying to find the bolts for this truck for some reason. So this says 6.2 liter. It comes with 10 bolts, which that's all you need. The LS's, I believe, needed 6. But on the the L83 is what I have. This L83 in a 2016 Silverado. It only needs 5 bolts on the exhaust manifold on each side, so 10 total. Anyhow, take a look at that. That's the part number I got. And I got it off Amazon. Took about 4 or 5 days to get. So now I'm going to do this side. Comes with these bolts. Comes with washers. And of course I'm going to put some anti-seize on there, but I shouldn't have an issue with the passenger side anymore. And sooner or later I'm going to put headers on here. So when I do put the headers on, these should come off no problem. And then the other side, hopefully the other side will stay together until I can afford some headers. Because I don't want to have to do the other side and then do it again when I install headers. Anyhow, there you go. I'm going to put it all back. Anyhow, I'm going to put these on, put everything back together, and then I'll do a quick little video of how it sounds after. Okay, everything's together minus the fender liner. Let's start it up. AC water. Alright, so there you have it, nice and quiet. No more exhaust leak. And I have the ARP exhaust manifold bolts on the passenger side, and hope to do the driver's side when I get headers. Hopefully they stay on and I don't have to deal with that until then. But here you go.